Now this is Tori by Freetress, and Tori came with some baby hair already in the hairline, but I went ahead and I added more in there, and I also tweezed a little bit of the hair out just to give it a more natural appearance. And these are of course more pictures of Tori as well. And this wig is called Yellow by Bobby Boss. And this is a before and after shot of another wig that I own called Gia. And finally, this is Drew, and she's the wig that I'll be working with today in this video. Hey y'all, thank you for watching. It's Martina back with another video for you all. Now I know a lot of people have been wanting to know how to make their Lacefront Wig hairline. You see this? Looking good, right? A lot of people have been wanting to know how to make their Lacefront wigs look more natural, the hairline anyway. And so I decided to go ahead and make a video since a lot of people were asking me like, oh, how do you gonna do this, how do you do that? I figured, hey, let's make a video, let me show you all what exactly I do. So if you're interested in tweaking your hairline, making it look more realistic, then stay tuned for all the following steps that I have to offer. Please make sure you have the following items: a styrofoam wig head, some sort of a hair clip to keep your hair out of the way while we're working, tweezers, a nice pair of cutting shears, some bobby pins, and also a fabulous lace front wig. Now I've already cut the hairline or the lace on the hairline of my wig before starting the video, but if you have not done that yet, one tip I'd like to offer to you all is to basically, when you cut the lace off, try not to cut it in a straight, a straight line. Maybe go a little uneven with it, because that also adds a more realistic look to the hairline as well. But moving right along, the first thing you want to do is go ahead and secure your wig to a wig head. Now, normally people would do this with some sort of like a wig pin or something, or a wig head pin, but I don't have that. So if you're like me and you don't have that, what you can do is use a simple bobby pin, spread it open, and then just use maybe like about 4 or 5 of those, and stick that into the wig head to sort of secure the wig onto the mannequin, because you do not want that wig moving while you're working with it. Now the next thing you want to do is go ahead and get some type of a hair clip or a claw clip and pin the hair back away from the mannequin's face. That way you can work on the hairline without actually, accidentally cutting any extra hair or anything like that. So now that we have everything all prepared, let's go ahead and finally get to work on our wig. Grab your tweezers and let's start by taking out maybe every other hair in the hairline. Now when you're doing this, be very careful not to actually snag the lace, because if you do that, then you will rip it. So what you want to do is make sure that you're grabbing the hair from the root and not grabbing any of the lace. And you'll want to keep plucking the hair until you just sort of get more of a natural appearance without the hair actually being in a straight line. So once you start to see the hairline, starting to transform a little bit, try on the wig and see about how much more hair you would need to take out. But normally I usually start off by taking out every other hair, and then if it's not enough, then I'll go in and I'll take out maybe 2 to 3 hairs at a time. But just start off going slow, because you don't want to take out too much. I prefer taking out not enough hair in the beginning and then going back in later on, because once you take out too much, it's too late to go back. So it's better to start off slower by taking out 1 hair at a time, every other hair, as opposed to taking out a big chunk of maybe 5 or 10 at a time, because you don't want to go overboard with it. And remember, once again, like I told you before, to go slow with it. You do not want to make a mistake that you cannot correct. So just take out a few hairs, try on the wig, and then see how the hairline's coming along. And if you want more taken out, then put the wig back on the mannequin and then take out more hair at that time. And when you're doing this, make sure that you're actually getting the hair completely out of the wig. I know sometimes if you're pulling out a hair, it may actually break off at the root, but you might not get the full root of the hair out. Make sure you pull the root all the way out. That's really important. Now, if you look at the front of my hairline already, it's already starting to come along and look more natural. And that's exactly what you're going for. So just keep it up until you get to that desired look. And for those of you who have a natural widow's peak in your hairline, at this point, if you'd like to add that into your wig, you could also do that as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and begin working with the side of the hairline. And this area is extremely thick and appears to be in more of a straight edge look. And that is exactly what you do not want. You want to thin those edges out and make them look a little more realistic. Now, just to go ahead and speed this video up, I'm going to go ahead and finish this side of the wig, and then I'm going to do the other half off camera and come back and show you what the final result of this step looks like. Alright, you all, I've just wrapped up the initial tweezing of the hairline, and this is what the final result looks like. Alright, you all, it's time for the next step, which will be to tweak the hairline by adding baby hairs if you're interested in doing that. Now, me personally, I always wear baby hairs. So this is, for me, this is one of the key steps to really making it look like how I would normally wear my real hairline. But I'm going to go ahead and show you all, just before I get to that, what my hairline looks like right now, just after tweezing it a minute ago. Okay? I'm just going to clip it up. And I want to let y'all know that this wig has, it came with a little clip or combs inside of it. I have two here and one in the back. I'm not using the combs. Basically all I did was take some bobby pins and just kind of stick two over here and two over here. Now when I get ready to wear the wig out, depending upon what it's looking like, I might use the combs, but I try to stay away from those combs if at all possible. So that's what it's looking like right now. Okay, let me go ahead and show you the front. Now, as you can see, this is pretty much, this mimics what my natural hairline would look like. I don't have the wig all low. You want to make sure you pull the wig up to about the point, where your hairline would be. That way it obviously will look more natural. And you want to make sure you kind of have it, you don't want a straight hairline. You want it kind of, a little bit patchy. That way it looks really, really, really realistic. And as you can see, so far it's looking pretty real. Now, if you would like, another trick to do or another trick to use would be to maybe take some of your foundation and sort of put it on the hairline just to kind of blend in the lace more with your own skin. But honestly, you probably, depending upon the color of the lace and how well you do your hairline, you won't even need that. Like I only do that on wigs that are very light. Like if I'm wearing like a blondish color, then I will use my makeup to kind of cover up my little hairline, and it also lightens up my baby hair. But anyway, moving on. Let me go ahead and show y'all how to make baby hair. Now, there are two ways to make the baby hair. Two ways that I make my baby hair on my wigs. The first one will be the tweezing method. With tweezing, I found, really both of these methods are just as effective. The tweezing method just takes a little bit longer than the shear method, but I'm going to go ahead and show you both of them. So here they go. You'll need to take your comb and pull out maybe like just a little bit of hair on the front. You don't want to do a lot. Just a teeny weeny bit. And this one's kind of hard to separate since the hair is kind of more on the kinky side, but you just pull out a little bit like so. Okay, I think I have enough out. Clip the remaining hair back up so that it does not get in the way and so that you don't accidentally cut off something you don't need to. And what I basically do is I'm going to show you this method first, or the shear method, the cutting method, or whatever. And what I do is I basically twirl the hair, twirl it up until it kind of gets into a little line there. And just kind of take the shears and go downward like that. Now, see, you don't want to just cut the hair, because that's going to create a blunt, straight, sort of choppy. It's going to look like you just simply cut the hair. You don't want to do that. To make it look more natural, you want to just take the shears and kind of go downward on an angle with it. And what this does is it creates a texture with your cut. It's not just going to be a blunt cut, but it's going to be more of a natural look to it, so it looks more wispy, like a baby hair would look. Your baby hairs don't have like blunt ends. They're kind of more jagged and etc. So that's how you get that sort of natural cut look. And I'm just going to do it again, and you just kind of go down on the hair, kind of rubbing it like that. See? And then kind of go on the side. And go down. Like that. And as you can see, if I can move all that out of the way, as you can see, I'm getting these little baby hairs in the front. And you can do more, or you can do less, depending upon how much you like.